everyone, welcome back to the Bronco Garage. I'm Monster Mike, and this is John from Nashville Early Bronco.
What's up, guys? John? Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, man.
All right, so today what we're going to be doing is we are talking about brake stuff.
Yeah.
We are talking GM disc brake conversion, why you would do that. We're going to remove those. We're talking about drum brakes, everything you need to know about drums, and then we're going to be talking about disc brake upgrades that are actually made for the Ford. Now, not everything is going to be in this video. What are we talking about in this video?
Well, today we're going to be working on this 1973 Bronco. It's got a 351 Windsor, it's got an MP 435, a Dana 20, and it's sitting on 35s. All right, so as you see, this is a GM disc brake kit. And people are wondering, well, what's the major difference between this kit and the Ford? How do I tell the difference? The big easiest way that I tell the difference is this giant stamped plate that holds the caliper is called the caliper mounting bracket. That's the biggest difference to a Ford setup, because Ford uses this cast piece of steel that's then machined. And as you can see, it has these V notches in it, and the V notches is what holds the caliper on a Ford.
Meanwhile, I'm over here and I can't even get the snap ring out of the hub. But the thing is, with these GM Chevy parts that you really want to think about is you're putting Chevy parts on your Bronco. There's, you know, to each his own, but if you want to help with your resale value, you should probably keep all Ford parts on your Bronco. So that's one of the big reasons that you don't want to go with Chevy parts, even though currently my Bronco has a Chevy disc brake kit, but I will be upgrading soon as well. And also, I've got a killer mustache.
And while John talks about his mustache and his skinny jeans, I'm going to tell you another problem, or should I say a pain point, about our GM parts on a Ford Bronco. You're going to try to find this caliper, these pads, and those wheel seals all at the parts store, and you're gonna say, hey, can I get these parts from my early Bronco? And they're gonna say sure, and they're gonna give you the parts, and they're gonna be wrong. So you're gonna keep in mind which Blazer you have to get parts for on your early Bronco, or would you rather just put Ford parts on and be done with it? So John, so here we are talking like a couple of diehard Ford purists here, telling you to just scrap your GM swap kit and get onto the Ford one.
Yeah, in all honesty, I have the Chevy disc brake kit on my Bronco. That's what I said. And, you know, it's one of those things where we're not trying to bust you guys who have a Chevy kit. Like, it's just, it's one of those things that you want to look at as an upgrade option. You want to be able to put some beefier stuff under your Bronco, especially if you're taking it wheeling.
Yeah, what about you? I mean, you just put the T-Rex arms on, and the flex on them is amazing.
Right.
You've got the Heim steer up above the axle now.
Yeah, I can't wait to take my Bronco wheeling. So, you know, that's the kind of thing that we're trying to help you guys with, is how to make your Bronco like off-road capable, and that it's just gonna be awesome when you drive it around, whether you're taking it wheeling or you're just taking it down the street for a cruise.
Isn't that the whole point of buying an early Bronco, is getting it off the road?
Yeah.
Yeah, and going on the trail.
So true.
If that's the point, and that's what we're trying to do, then really that GM disc brake swap kit goes right next to the 700 R4 and the LS, right?
That is very true. And yeah, it's not a Ford Bronco purist thing. It's honestly a resale thing. Like you want a
function thing.
And a function thing. That's right.
Yeah.
So, and it's pretty cool because we're doing this, and I'm excited about these videos because like I said, we're not just doing, you know, a Chevy disc brake removal. We're also gonna put the drum brakes on there and test all of that stuff and get it working really well and show you guys how to adjust your drum brakes, how to adjust master cylinder, proportioning valve, like everything in there to get your brakes running at optimum drum brake level.
Yes, so you can know just how good they can run on a 35-inch tire, because obviously a smaller tire will do it better.
Right.
Then you're like, here's my baseline to start. Now we're gonna go from there and see how good it stops with real braking power from Ford.
And one of the cool things that we're going to be doing is we're testing as we go. We already tested the GM stuff. We're going to do a whole video on how the different brake systems work and how they perform. But here's the clip of the GM stuff and Michael's wild ride.
70 feet, man, I got there. No more.